Welcome to the Jock Podcast. You got John today,
And Nick.
Goofy, and Mr. Fix-It.
Mr.
Those are
Fix-It.
mugs
All
today.
right.
Let me take a sip real quick.
Enjoy. How is that?
I love it. Black.
Really?
Black coffee. What coffee are we drinking today?
So that is a limited edition Colombian medium roast brought to you by the region of... No, I'm kidding. I really don't know. But
It's good.
I did think about, a coffee company. What do you think?
I remember you talked about that a few years ago. I would do it.
No.
It's a lot of-
it's a lot of work.
coffee companies.
It's not the work that's like, no, it's not even that there's a lot of companies. It's not that I don't know coffee like that. You got to
true.
know
That's
coffee,
true.
and you got to want to know.
You are passionate about coffee every time you like.
Yeah, but I don't want to like get to know coffee. I'm passionate as a consumer. Like
Fair.
I like to have a nice cup of coffee.
And sometimes it's good to keep it that way.
Yeah, and this is one of those
Yeah.
cases.
All right. Well, consumerism. Speaking of, let's talk holidays.
Yes.
It's a good little intro we got there.
Segue.
So we are in mid-October.
Yep.
Which
Whoa. This episode is brought to you by St. Nick's Christmas Lights. You want your house very merry and bright for this holiday season? Call us at 850 St. Nick's. How'd I do?
See the logo?
Was that good?
That was our first ad.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Who's paying for it?
So that St. Nick's is, you explain a little about
Yeah.
St. Nick's maybe?
Yeah, we'll get into it a little bit, and then we'll
Just
hit the
very
holidays. So this is definitely like by far my favorite time of the season. I'll preface with that, like holiday season. I'm sending my wife things on Instagram already, like, you know, the house all lit with the fire, all that. Like, you ready, babe? You know, like the best. So every time the holidays are coming, I just get super excited. Then Nick and I, my business partner, Nick, St. Nick's Christmas Lights. We
Santa Claus.
we start that. He wants to start Christmas lights. I'm just like, no. And he's like, let me explain why. I was like, all right, we'll give it a try. Here we are.
That's a good dynamic where he basically, you guys had an open, I'm sure, conversation around it. And he was like,
Yeah.
here's why we should do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm sure you're happy you've been doing it.
Yeah, we've taken we've gone down many avenues of should we do this or should we not, and
That's what idea guys do.
that's what idea guys do. I like it. So here we are, and we are very well established at this point. We started to like it so much that we decided to create a DBA and start another company, St. Nick's Christmas Lights.
Okay.
And it is now another contributing factor to why I like this season so much. It's honestly one of those jobs that you do, and it's very fulfilling. And it, you know, it's just I really like it.
You seem, and this is where, unlike the coffee, you want to help other people get that holiday spirit in there. Last part about St. Nick's, maybe give the consumer like why someone would hire out a St. Nick's or something like that.
Like, why would they purchase our service?
Right, yeah.
Opposed to their own lights?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that too.
Okay.
One, probably the biggest thing is safety. If you're not trained to be like every movie, Griswold, like the classics, like you really have no business. I mean, not no business, but getting up on a ladder, especially if it's like wet outside, whatever, on a roof, never mind the ladder, it's just dangerous. And we use all the necessary safety equipment, and that within itself to me is enough. One of the number one calls we get is a wife saying, I do not want my husband going back on the ladder. Last year this happened.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. So that's probably the number one reason. And then the hassle, right? So you have Christmas coming, and like you want to enjoy it for all of the amazing parts, right? You don't want to be stressed out about putting up Christmas lights.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like seeing Christmas lights on their house?
Of course.
So if we can take that out of the equation and hire the pros where we're all fully equipped, we're ready to go, we have our processes, that's just going to make it that much easier for you guys. So there's tons of reasons, but the safety, the no hassle, and then on the probably one of the best things aesthetically is pulling up to that house and seeing that professional commercial grade, top of the line Christmas lights. There's a significant difference when you see like, you know, the DIY, which is still awesome. It's still Christmas lights.
And then you guys can come back each year, right?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for this.
Well, it's a quick explanation.
I know, I just wasn't ready.
You don't like your part of it?
Yeah.
All right, so we can just end it after
Can I try one more time and then after?
Of course.
All right, so ask the question again.
Yeah. So, bow. So real quick, last thing on St. Nick's, because I think it's important for them to understand. It's a part of like why you're so passionate about Christmas lights. What, as the consumer or someone listening, why would I hire out someone like a St. Nick's? Like,
So like when it comes to you thinking about Christmas lights, right? You grew up, I'm sure where you guys always, all right. When you think of Christmas lights, you probably first think of the attic.
Yeah.
And a bin full of
tangled up.
Exactly, right? And then if you put them up on the roof line, now you're thinking ladders, and now you're thinking
the little clips.
Okay, all right. And then let's talk about Griswold, what happens on the ladder. So why not hire the pros, hassle-free? We have all the necessary safety equipment. We're licensed, bonded, insured, all that good stuff. You don't have to worry about a single thing. We create the design. You tell us you like the design or you want to change it. We tailor it to your home. And then from there, all you got to do is just sit back and pull up to your. The best is when they're not home and we finish the service, and then they pull up and you could just see they're just like.
So you especially when it starts getting dark out.
Yeah,
like, you'll have them up. Will you plug them into it so they come home for the first time?
So generally, we'll we try to knock a bunch out in the day, so we don't get that experience with every customer.
Yeah.
But like even during the day, I watched one time someone picked up their kids from school, and when they got home, the daughter got out of the car and was just blown away. And like fun. So that was really cool. But then sometimes we'll catch it, at that point of the day where the sun's going down, and we're just finishing up that house. And then a lot of times we'll also bring them out, even if it's nighttime already. Yeah. And like, you ready? And we test it first to make sure it's gonna work. But we'll go ahead and like turn them on or hit the remote or let them do it, whatever the case may be. But then they get that big visual, whoa.
Yeah. So that's like unlike the coffee, like we were talking about, that's a good way for you to be, one, you're passionate about Christmas, the holidays, all of those things, but now you're spreading your passion.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and it looks good. Yeah, like you've seen the house, they look good. It
doesn't look like someone's just getting their ladder, going up on the roof, placing lights. Like it's looks the part.
They're all custom, tailor made to like each person's home specifically, cut to length, and the customization, that is where the customer gets to decide I want these color lights, I want these bushes. We definitely help and like give some ideas. And sometimes though, customers know they're just like, I want that tree, red, green here, candy cane along this roof. Can you guys do the garage another color? Absolutely.
Sure.
So it's just so much fun. I personally, we do warm white on our house. We do gingerbread. So it's like think about a gingerbread house, the gingerbread houses, how they're like all the way around. So that's your light approach, right? So you pull up, you see the everything's wrapped, and then the garage, we have a detached garage. It's you guys have probably seen it. But yeah, it's for that we do the candy cane lights, red, white, and we do the whole thing for that as well. So
beautiful.
Yeah, we go.
That's I love it. That's how we're starting off.
What's your preference?
I used to be such a color person for Christmas lights. Not anymore.
Wow.
I love the classy white.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really classy, and it still gives but if you're going to do the white, like what I like is doing the white with like a few pieces of like decor to like actually give the Christmas vibe. Because sometimes just the white doesn't still feel like Christmas.
Johnny, you have 3 different whites. You have your cool white, your bright white,
see, I don't know all this.
And your warm white. Well, the warm white is like your residential, like that. I think what you're talking about is the warm white. And I would say what pairs so nicely with that is a big wreath with a red bow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The little pieces of decor that make it like still like the classy look.
Yeah.
But it gives you the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I remember you guys probably all have a story growing up. Like it almost turns into an argument almost every time you're.
I remember one year in Morrison Plantation they used to do a Christmas light competition. Do you remember that? Like, so you do Christmas lights and someone will win. Me, I was maybe at the time like 14 or 15, something along those lines. And I was like, Mom, let me handle it. I want to win this. I'm working with what I've got. I don't have any money. I'm a kid, I don't have any money. I'll go in the attic. I'm pulling everything out. I do it. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. Looking back, it was horrible. It was like 8 inflatables, random lights of Christmas
inflatable
lights.
Guy?
I was working with what I had, not anymore. Like I had these. It was just way too much stuff. But I thought like the more the merrier. I was like, we'll do it. But it's just like.
Did you guys win?
No.
Third?
No.
I assume not second then. Right? man.
I think my mom was trying to soften the blow by saying that she didn't have it on. Like we knew a date and time that they were
Oh,
like,
that was very
I
sweet
think
of your
now
mom.
looking back, I think she was just softening the blow.
Or maybe she didn't have them on, and that's why you didn't win.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you ever see like the memes of the dogs barking, and they're like, "You always bark at nothing," and the dog's like, "Or do I bark and you see nothing because it goes away?" You know, kind of like one of those. You
Fair.
know, you don't
Yeah.
know. Which
No, I don't know.
anyway, yeah, it's everybody probably has at least one story that like just either makes them laugh or. Sometimes, unfortunately, though, the holidays are not a great memory for a lot of people. But
Yeah.
new traditions can be started,
Yeah.
right?
So that's, I think, what we want to talk about today, of the holidays in general,
Mm-hmm.
both of how you can amplify them, set yourself up for a good holiday season, but also if it's something that's maybe, because, luckily we both have good support systems, good families, good friends around that make the holidays special, but maybe some people don't. So if you don't, maybe how can you start creating your own traditions and doing things like that? So I would love to start with the first major holiday coming up is Thanksgiving.
Yep. So real quick, briefly,
yeah.
we have Halloween coming up,
We do have Halloween coming up.
and I will say, I'm not a
Yeah.
huge Halloween person.
Yeah.
I think that Halloween. I think if you are celebrating Halloween, you have kids. I think it's important that you're very careful in what you are celebrating, and you are adamant about it, what they dress up as. You don't want to be glorifying something evil. And I think it's very important. A lot of the outfits are, not necessarily something that would glorify God. Actually, the opposite. So I would be very careful in your choices and just keep that in mind. The candy, I do enjoy the candy.
Yep. Me too. We're going to my niece is turning 1 this weekend, so she's having a little birthday party. It's gonna be a little Halloween theme. So tomorrow, Alexa and I are going costume shopping. We're gonna do Disney themed ones.
Wow, what you thinking?
Keeping it. I have no idea. I was
Really?
Woody one year for my other niece's first birthday. I dressed up as Woody. That was
You
fun.
good, Woody?
I had fun with Woody. I don't know. Some kid actually stopped me in Target and asked for a picture.
Yeah.
I went to Target
Here
before.
we go.
I did. It happened. I promise. It was real.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
awesome. I felt like a celebrity.
Was there anything on your boot?
Yeah. Well, I bought the boot thingy. It's a little snake.
Oh, he's fake. Fake.
What is
Woody.
it? It's a snake in my
You
boot.
would, yeah, but there's something else. You would know.
The little hook thingy.
All right, this one's for you guys. Put it in the comment if you know.
Yes,
put it in
please.
the comment section if you know what I'm talking about, because you are not a Woody.
Not a Woody.
Fake.
Fake. I was one day Woody.
Anyway, one day I want to be Woody. Anyway, this year.
Yeah. So that's fair. I don't know. Disney something.
Okay,
Something
that's
nice. They're big Disney heads.
Claire bought me a blow up dinosaur last year
Yeah.
for me to stand in.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't usually dress up. It was we're on the porch and I'm sitting in it and I wouldn't move, and the kids would come up and
You scared him? Aww.
hold on, I didn't scare them. I would just stand there and I would read the situation. I can see through my little screen, but one little girl was really scared, and then I think I popped my head. I'm like, look, I'm just but I was tortured. Should I tell my Halloween story, or is that too deep?
Sure.
Do you know my Halloween story?
I don't know.
Dude, I have my
Tell
mom.
it either way.
Mom, I still remember. No, I forgive you for this. This is actually a crazy story. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right. So I watched Michael Myers when I was a little kid.
Okay.
My dad and I watched it together. Yeah, you guys, if you're parents, I would think twice about this. Dad,
Still scars him.
yeah. So I watched Michael Myers, and I'm probably, man, how old are you in the 4th grade? Pretty young.
10, 11-ish, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. So I'm young, and I watch Michael Myers, and I tell my friend Ronnie. Ronnie lives in Lindenhurst, a town over from where I was from. So we think we're badasses, whatever. All of a sudden, here's Halloween. Some guy is dressed up like Michael Myers at my grandma's house. He's down the block, but whatever. And he is chasing us around. We're 10 years old. That big guy, jumpsuit, Michael Myers mask. We are so scared. So we are running around, running away from this guy. It's the night's over, whatever. I'm really scared. I don't want to sleep at any friends' houses anymore. I'm petrified. I'm like, no way. Next year comes, my mom's like, hey, we're going to grandma's for Halloween. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to grandma's for Halloween. Have fun. See you later. So the year after comes around, 6th grade now, right?
Okay.
All of a sudden, Nikki's got some confidence. Nikki's like, Michael Myers wants the hands. He can get the hands. So I take my 2 friends, James and Timmy. They're brothers, James and Timmy. And I'm like, hey, listen, this guy, he dresses up. It's obviously fake. Like, you guys want to go take care of business with me? So we go to my grandma's and we have wiffle ball bats. We're young. And my grandma is like, hey, your friend was back this year and he has something for you. I'm like, what, a toy knife, Grandma? Like, I'm not scared anymore. So I call Ronnie. I'm like, hey, you ready? Like what we've been talking about?
It's time.
So Ronnie comes out. We're all together. Me, Timmy, Ronnie, and James, and my sister. My sister was always hanging out. And like we're all like marching down the block to where we think he is. Like ready to scrap. We get to the house. His garage is open. Crazy theme. There's a strobe light going on this like thing in the chair, and we're walking around looking for him. And all of a sudden, he gets up. He's got a chainsaw. We all run so fast and drop. Oh, this story gets bad. This isn't the bad part. We drop our bats. We take off. Caitlin runs into a mailbox. It was so bad. So then we run to Ronnie's mom's house, or Ronnie's house at the time, and his mom is in on it. She's laughing hysterical. We're crying, screaming.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, in Ronnie's backyard, he's banging on the door to get in. Literally, picture being 12, a guy with a chainsaw, jumpsuit, mask on.
Die.
We think we're so, and then I don't understand why my friend's mom's laughing. Like I'm like petrified.
Yeah.
We run out the front door. We go back to my grandma's, screaming. We run into my grandma's house. We are all screaming. My mom, everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So we go into the bathroom. We're all locked in the bathroom, crying, hysterical. He goes to the back, and it's very quiet. Think about the suspense. You're 12 years old. You don't hear anything.
You know that someone's coming. Yeah.
All of a sudden, on the bathroom door, bop, bop. Oh, no, sorry, the window outside, bop, bop, bop. We go running out. We're trapped in my grandma's room.
Okay.
This is where it gets bad.
Okay.
So we are all crying hysterical. My cousin there is much older, Joe, and he's trying to calm us down. And Timmy's ready to call the cops. Timmy's trying to call the cops, and this is where it's getting like way too serious.
Too serious. Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what got into me, but I was like, Joe's trying to tell me, hey, like we can go take him. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So I leave the bedroom with Joe, and they're all in the bedroom like crying hysterical, and I'm trying to take Michael Myers down with a chainsaw. We get to the back room, and he turns it on. He's in the house with the chainsaw. I run back to the room. I don't know it doesn't have a chain on it. It does not.
Yeah.
My mom backs us up to the window and like gives a word or whatever the case may have been, or Joe does. So we're all at the window away from the door. All of a sudden, through the corner of the door, the chainsaw is coming down it. We're trapped in a room trying to run from Michael Myers, and the chainsaw is coming through the corner of the door.
Yeah.
We hop out the window. We get in Joe's car. He drives us home. Done. No, I was so messed up for that. My friend's mom, they were all so, like, it went way too far.
Well, it's probably also because, like, did they see you guys, like, plotting against Michael Myers, like, ready to take him? Did they see the pre?
No, they messed up. This was terrible. Like, they shouldn't have done this. There was no, like
no justifying.
Like, I think everyone felt bad. He called everybody's parents the next day and, like, apologized and said it went too far. And he didn't realize, like, how scared we really were.
Have you watched a Michael Myers movie since?
So that was like a joke, a common theme in the house. And then like my dad bought a Michael Myers shirt one time. I was afraid. I was like, what the, like every time I saw his face, I would start to think into that moment. Wasn't afraid of the shirt, but I was thinking of anyway, sorry, I went off on a tangent.
That's okay. We're talking Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary, little Nicky. Thought he could take him.
Now Mike Myers can get the hands, I'll tell you that.
You're confident and you've got the tools.
You want the business money? Bring your chainsaw. Tell your friends. But anyway, yeah. So, but I still, like, I absolutely love the holiday season.
Oh, me too. I like, so, sorry.
No, please, let it rip.
My favorite part is, like, the entire season, right? To where it's almost like Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day or whatever. It almost feels like, not underwhelming, but you know what I mean? Like, because you're sad that it's over.
You don't, it's
you
like,
don't want it to end.
Yeah.
So, like, leading up to Christmas is so great. You're doing dinners, you're doing events, you're going to see lights, you're doing all these things. And then, like, you know that Christmas Day is, like, the end of it.
Yeah.
It's, like, kind of like,
the next day you're like, well, then you have that nice gap between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
And then after New Year's, that's, except unless my fellow snowboarders out there, it is, I mean,
that's the start of snowboard season.
Yeah. And,
Yeah. Ski season.
Ski season.
Thank you.
And Johnny last year really
We're skiing, baby.
you learned how to ski.
Yeah, I gotta get some skis for this year,
Yeah.
but we're going.
Yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys haven't tried snowboarding or skiing, it's like one of the most liberating things. You're just literally you're flying down a mountain, and once you like learn how to control yourself, it's just I can't.
awesome.
I'm so pumped.
Um,
Let's get into the. All right, we really went off.
that was
there.
a fun pre-episode chat. So now let's start with Thanksgiving, right? So
Yeah,
we kind of want to break it down real quick. To you, what does Thanksgiving mean? What can people get into? Like it's not obviously the food is incredible, but I think for me, like Thanksgiving is more about literally giving thanks to the things that you have, being grateful, being around great people, right? Whether it's like you could have a Friendsgiving, your family. Like for me, that holiday is all about connection and peace and everything. Where do you see Thanksgiving as, and how can people relay that?
Yeah. Well, how about we start with a quiz?
I know what you're gonna ask me.
So no, not you.
Okay.
All right. So I want you guys to answer this. You don't have to type in the comments for this one. And you just take a guess if you don't like, if you can't think about whatever, just take a shot at it. How many countries in the world celebrate Thanksgiving? You laughed, you gave it away. Now they know.
How many countries do?
It's
One.
Yeah.
We're the only one.
But anyway.
Sorry, some people forgot. I asked last year if other countries celebrated Thanksgiving. Looking back, it was not the smartest thing to ask, but it was one of those where when your brain turns off and you just truly forget the meaning of things.
We all have a moment where we ask a silly question. But yeah, Thanksgiving.
Can't live it down. But yes, continue.
No, Thanksgiving is like, to me, I come from, a really big family. Like I'm blessed with that.
Yeah.
So I always think of, obviously like that big, something about just like family is just so incredible, and being together, like, I don't know about you guys, but we have that like, that bonding through, like, we can chop it up. Like we're making fun of each other. We usually do a video where you'll be like, this person puts way too much gel in their hair, and then it just you just get the camera, but you don't know what we say.
Yeah.
So then you just start with it. Not that I was talking about you.
No, it could be anyone.
But then you start, and then you'll say whatever, and then you hand it. Then we watch it all. Like, so we do tons of stuff like that. Thanksgiving football. I mean, that's a staple. But really, when you get down to it, you think about all these amazing things, and like, that is not due to our own works. That's nothing like we were blessed with that.
Yes.
And that's something that we need to cherish and make the most of, because it truly is, family is so incredible. And I think Thanksgiving is such an awesome time to celebrate that, as well as friendships.
Yeah.
And but just giving.
Yeah. And that's what we were trying to say. Like for us, we are blessed with those dynamics. But maybe for the person who doesn't have, whether it's a great family relationship or maybe they're more independent and by themselves,
or they
like
grew
how
up
how can they still embrace that and get that Thanksgiving feeling?
Yeah. So I would definitely say, one, if some people grow up where Thanksgiving doesn't mean our big families getting together, or even our tiny families getting together, and maybe it could be something that makes them, brings them to a darker place. Fortunately, and this comes from like a heavy heart. I know I just talked about all that stuff, how amazing it is, but it's not that I'm being insensitive. Like, I'm truly saying this like empathetically. You can start your new tradition. You could be what you want Thanksgiving to be, right? And like, some people may get more out of it by the very essence of giving, going to a shelter, going to literally just, there's so many different ways you can give, right?
Yeah.
At your job, like maybe you go above and beyond to make some your special desserts, whatever the case may be, but just make that extra effort constantly to give. And I believe you'll get amazing things out of that. And then start new traditions as you start a family. If you have a family already, it doesn't have to be big, but it could be a certain game night. It could, traditions can be started,
or maybe, and then, it can be uncomfortable for people, especially if you're more of an introvert or something like that. But I would say, if you are more of that lone wolf and looking for some connection during the holidays, I think you'd be surprised at like neighbors that might want to grab dinner, or friends, or even coworkers, or anyone really. I think we're all kind of looking for that connection in general, and then especially during the holiday season. I and people are more open to it than ever. So you
Mhm.
almost have to get out of your comfort zone too and be like, hey, Thanksgiving's coming up. I was thinking, maybe Nick, you and the wife come over for dinner or whatever. Like, I think getting out of your comfort zone and getting more engaged with other people.
Not to be cliche,
Yeah.
but you don't have to wait for Thanksgiving, like the holiday
Fair, yeah,
season, like
yeah.
the whole season. Like,
Yeah.
knock at your neighbor's door, bring them I don't know, what kind of pie do you like?
I'm an apple pie guy.
Bring them an apple.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a taste of America for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, go apple picking and do it.
Right?
But there's definitely stuff you can do like that, and it doesn't have to be this big dinner that you do every year.
Yeah.
It's for you. It can honestly be the Thanksgiving Day football game that comes on. There's tons of ways to celebrate Thanksgiving, but really giving and being thankful.
Yeah.
Is really like. What
That's
we need
truly
to be.
what it's about.
Even if you're not having that big family get together, like be thankful that you have your health that day. Be thankful that you can, that a day is dedicated for you to be thankful. I know that sounds silly,
and even if like things aren't going your way right now or something like that, I think you still have so much to be thankful for. So try to look at it on the bright side as much as possible.
Yeah.
That brings us then to my favorites. Is that in between? Actually, the whole thing is, but then you've got like that month in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That's like the best time.
It's full of things, right? Like whatever you want to do, whoever you want to see, like it should just be an uplifting time. However, we're training for a triathlon. We're doing all these things. For me, this year is going to be a little rough, right? I love eating. I love desserts. I love everything about it, but I've got to be a little more controlled. I want to start with the holiday season of like gaining weight. They call it like the holiday 15.
Never heard of that before.
Never heard of it?
I'm just kidding.
So it's easy for the holidays to be like, well, it's not warm outside, so I don't have to take my shirt off, go on the boat, whatever it might be. And the food's incredible. So I think maybe this year, instead of waiting for January 1st, we try to control it as best as possible. Not saying you need to diet because you only get the holidays once a year, right?
Yeah.
So your Thanksgiving meals, your Christmas meals, everything along those lines, you don't need to skip. But if health is something that's important to you, maybe we don't let ourselves go all year, right?
Yeah, and feast when it's time to feast.
Yes.
For sure. But yeah, we don't have. I know when the cookies. Like I'm not a huge sweets guy, but like when my grandma makes those like 7-layer bar cookies, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy them, and I have them. But I remember one Thanksgiving, I had a wrestling tournament coming up, and the whole family's together, and my dad caused an argument because he's telling me to not essentially get another portion, and he's reminding me that I have to make weight soon. And he was right. Like I really and I remember like people being like, just let the kid eat. Yeah. Really, my dad was doing something good for me. Yeah. And it's funny. It's one of those memories that stuck with me of him like caring, and like, but people not being able to relate, but him standing his ground. Like, no, like son, you're focused right now. You got a goal.
Yeah.
So yes, this isn't a time to just slack off and like, it's the holidays.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a time to also allow yourself to enjoy these moments, Like
I'm treating myself, since I'm also going to be on this boat. So if you're going to be in this journey too, like feel free to contact me, do those things. But I'm treating it as I'm still going to enjoy the holidays. But especially those days leading up to events, because I'm not going to be doing something every day, right? Those days leading up to events, I'm going to be on my track, eating healthy, exercising, doing all the things to where when maybe the Thanksgiving meal comes out or we're coming over for dinner or we're doing something like that, I don't need to be like, I can't have this meal. Like you almost train and have discipline extra on the days.
What did we call it? What did we call it?
No.
It's not a cheat meal.
Yeah, it's a reward meal.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this is a time to enjoy. Do you and Alexa have any like traditions or anything that like last season, what were you guys doing? Like I know Claire and I printed out a sheet and tried to watch a bunch of these holiday movies.
We actually don't have anything like specific yet, but that's something we've even talked about of like how can we start building our own traditions and doing things. Like I remember all of the previous holiday seasons, like in New York, we tried to embrace like the city and we'd go out to the city and go out to the shows, the lights. Like we did a lot of that. Now that we're back here, last year was spent really trying to like get back connected to a lot of our family that like, because we spent the 2 holiday seasons previously not there. So when we'd come back, it was very hectic, right? So we'd come back for like a week and we've got to see her family, my family, friends. Like it was just not enough time with everyone. So we made sure we did a lot of connecting with others. I think what we've talked about this year is like trying to have our own connect, like just her and I, our own connections of things. I don't know what that looks like yet, and that's a part of the fun, right?
Mm.
Making your own traditions, doing your own things. Yeah.
Are you a real or fake Christmas tree guy?
I would love a real Christmas.
Oh,
I know. Yeah, I'm leading it up.
Oh,
I have a really nice fake tree. I'm in a condo and I have 2 cats, so we're going the fake route right now.
okay. All right, name, whatever.
But I have these air fresheners that make it smell like a real tree.
Oh man.
You guys go pick your trees, right?
Claire has to remind me every time on the way there that we have a budget and we need to not go over the budget.
You get carried away.
Let's just say I go to the big timber section immediately. You go there, I see all the little trees. I'm like, not us.
Yeah.
Well, no, we have so we have like, standard ceilings or whatever, and then our family room is a very high ceiling, so that gives us,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of
You got
freedom
room to
there,
play.
buddy.
Yeah.
So I tend to my rule is if it fits in the door, it can go in the house.
She's got you on like a Nick's rules for today.
We create a budget, and
Yeah.
we just that budget's like
Yeah.
Problem is inflation. So this year
Yeah, you don't want to downgrade the tree.
yeah, we got to keep up with inflation.
Yeah.
No, we really really enjoy it. We go over to forget the name. It's in Iron Station. If
Okay.
you're gonna do a real tree, I would go
Is
there.
it a farm? Like a
Yeah,
tree
they have
farm?
like the farm. They have the animals. They have like
Ah.
a big hay playground for
Yeah.
kids. You get your cider. Come
That
on, the
is fun.
cider.
Yeah.
And
you
then-
make a whole day of it. Like
Yeah, you can chop down a tree, or you can pick one that's already been chopped.
Mhm.
And then we come home, we decorate. It's so much fun.
So much fun.
So much fun. And you still get to decorate your fake tree.
Ooh, we did start something last year.
Bring it on.
I collected. Okay.
Whoa, ho, ho.
So we were at where were we at? We did a whole day of like getting our decor.
Okay.
Right? You go out to all the stores. You do
Oh
a bunch
wait,
of stuff.
we
did.
We hung out
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. So we did that before that. So we didn't do it. We didn't go
Uh-huh.
crazy then. But maybe we'll go crazy this year at the Southern Christmas show.
I bought that freaking
You had a
marshmallow
lot- yeah, you
shooter.
bought- yeah.
All right, keep going.
But we came across. I think it was the store like At Home. You ever been there? It's like a home decor store. Okay. And I see this Santa Claus in a Hawaiian shirt.
Okay.
So I'm saying, my if you remember at my condo, there's like 3 shelves above the desk. Like either way, there's 3 shelves, and I'm like, we both said we need to find some decor to go on the shelves. You get the snow and all that stuff,
Oh,
and you
wow.
put decor up there.
Yeah.
So I see the Hawaiian Santa Claus. I love a Hawaiian shirt, so I'm
Okay.
like, I gotta get him. But what can I do? I look next to him. There's a baseball Santa Claus, a guy in the Santa Claus.
You like
uniform.
baseball, too.
I like baseball.
Oh man.
And then I see Santa Claus, like traditional Santa Claus,
Yeah.
and then I see classy Santa Claus. So they have all these Santa Clauses. We've got about 8 different types of Santa Clauses that we're gonna keep doing it too. And then the other thing on our list is eventually, when we get more space, is I love those houses too.
Dude,
the
you like the
villages.
village? That's so much
So
fun.
we're gonna start. We have one now. So we're gonna
Okay.
start.
You know
I think
where-
like each year we're gonna get a new one.
You know where I suggest you look?
Ooh.
They're expensive. I
know,
like them.
I know. Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, that's smart.
So, yeah, or like those random sales and like stuff like that. Like people getting rid of them.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
where you
we
like,
did
get-
have. We did have this vision where we're like, let's just get a village, and then we did look at prices. And we're like, maybe we'll start with a few.
Start with a condo.
houses.
Yeah, and then one day you'll have the village.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's a lot of fun.
So I think though, like building out the Santa collection
Yeah.
and the village collection in time.
All right.
It's fun.
So traditions.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of that to say, like, I think it's important for you, whatever that looks like, to find your happiness during the holiday season. Whatever makes you happy, right? Like, it could be collecting Santa Clauses. It could be eating a nice apple pie while you're watching the football game, like connecting with people, or even spending some time like by yourself and just enjoying the silence that could be the holiday season. Whatever makes you happy during the holiday season, I think that's important.
Yeah.
And then I think New Year's, one last thing we want to cover is New Year's resolutions. I know you're passionate about like kind of having all year resolutions versus
Yeah.
just New Year's
But
resolutions.
it's still a good reset,
Okay.
especially after the holiday season. And one reason is because we usually do tend to. I made the joke earlier, never heard of the 15, but I usually do put on some weight during the holidays.
Yeah.
I never really wanted to fight around the holidays, like right after
Ah.
Thanksgiving or right after Christmas.
because you wanted to enjoy it.
I really enjoy like that family time and being able to eat. And Claire always says my family, like one way they're so good about showing love is like food. And like we do, like they go all
Yeah.
out for food.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to enjoy the food. But yeah, so one thing is that resolution comes after a time of relaxing and, you know, having that kind of, not, I wouldn't even call it complacency. I would say like that time to enjoy, to refuel, to forget about work. I know a lot of work have like a lot of jobs, they allow you off for Thanksgiving, the day after, Christmas, Christmas Eve, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but there's generally some vacation days there, and it's a time to relax. So I think that's why that day works out so well.
It's a good time to like get back into get out of the holiday groove of like letting yourself go, whatever, nonchalant. Now we focus on the year ahead, right? So like, do you think resolutions, like now we're talking October, are we saying like, should we be enjoying the holidays, but also starting to think about what we want to look forward to in the next year? Like what is our thought process?
So I would think about what you want your holidays to look like this year, right?
So we start with that.
Say if it is not the best memory, like what are you going to do to make it a good memory this year, right? How are you going to change that paradigm shift?
Because you should enjoy the season, right? Like or try to.
Absolutely, And either like there's tons of different ways to enjoy it, whether it's, you know, the movies, even like the shows. Even the shows are like holiday themed, like Charlie Brown's Christmas or Mickey Mouse Christmas. Like I like watching those. Yeah. But yeah, like the football game, whatever it is, like that holiday aspect that you like, definitely enjoy that. Cherish it. Be thankful. Give. Focus on Christ. And yeah, make the most of your holiday. But if it wasn't a great memory, definitely let's change it. It doesn't have to stay a bad holiday. Yeah. It can turn into something that you're going to create a new memory. Yeah. So as far as we'll just touch this and then we'll let them go. Yeah. Whoever's listening. But as far as resolutions go, let's start now. What you want your holidays to look like, and then how are you going to think about like where you are in your life. Go back to revisit that timeline, that 5-year goal, that 10-year goal. And what adjustments do you need to make, and what are you going to go into the new year with? Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah. Let's think about next year, forward facing, and what do you want to accomplish? We'll get there.
Yeah.
Boom. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Woo.
Bang.